Hello and welcome everybody, I am your humble host, Gavin the Kitty, and I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Hello, oh shoot. Hi Zeke, hi Rusty, and hello, Shauna Foxy. I believe that's how you told me to pronounce it, right? And hello Saber, welcome. I have quite a bit of stuff to talk about today, because I have been out and about, and, I haven't made content in a little bit because I spent a week and a little bit trying to figure out what the hell's going on with me. So, cool. Thank you. All right. So how's everybody in chat doing? While I'm continuing to get set up here, because I'm not exactly working on the most amount of good sleep. How is everybody? Okay. I've got the stream up on my phone. Hello, Sylvia! Welcome. How's everybody doing? I've got a lot to discuss today, so it should be rather interesting to see. So, okay, I have one piece of goofy art that I've drawn. Trying to get Supersonic in Lost World, that takes a little while. Need all the red rings. Takes a little while. It's not too bad, but then you get to the later stages and you're just like, ah, gosh. Alright, so I tried, so here is, so you guys might be wondering, what the hell's going on, yada yada yada. I made a couple posts, some people actually know about it already, but I haven't explained myself super great, so here I am trying to do a stream about it because I don't know what to play really. So, I had planned a Pac-Man video for this month, and instead of being, and I was told this month my Fursuit head would be done. The one I commissioned for the channel, for the sake of everybody, and instead I had to shelve that idea, and the main reason I had to shelve that idea is because I have been waiting a year, and now 9 to 10 months, now 10 months. I've had it paid off since January of last year for my Fursuit head, and I've gotten no updates. I was told it would be ready in time for the middle of September. We're past the middle of September. I have received no updates. I asked my maker, and the only thing she said was, sorry, got in a car accident that I didn't tell anybody about, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. And my only response is, okay, I don't mind waiting. I don't know why you didn't tell anybody else about it. Seems like kind of important for the rest of your commission queue. Who is the suit maker? Ah, yes. Well, I'd prefer if you guys did not harass them. I'd prefer if I got my suit on time. I paid $1,200 to Gold Ribbon Kittens. They are currently closed for commissions. However, they keep working on everything except for that. So, I had to shelve a video, which has been very, very distressing to me because I had no other content planned for this month. Would be the right words to use. Another major thing that went down is my brain got a little bit broken. And by a little bit, I mean it's been broken and I never knew. So, hopefully they're doing okay. They don't update us on shit. All we know is they're going to another convention and working on 2 more pre-mates over top of a commission. You know. I'm the one person who ordered just ahead, and I'm taking the longest. It's really annoying. So, let's go into that, shall we? And that's the major topic of this video. So, I had a psych evaluation. Some of you guys know I started therapy a while back. I had a psych evaluation because I noticed my brain decided to talk to me and I couldn't control my thought. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And some people noticed some switches in my dynamic. Some people have known for a while now that sometimes I can just get kind of temperamental. I have what's known as plurals. So, I've got 3 personalities in my head, and that includes me. I'm the one that's been out since fucking forever. So, if you guys may notice some subtleties in my voice change, that is because my personalities have finally decided to show themselves, show what the hell they are, because, yeah, so this is hard to talk about, right? Because multiple personality disorder is a big deal, but what the fuck is a plural? Essentially, it is a... it's kind of multiple personality disorder without some of the nastier drawbacks, and it's something that I'm kind of sort of just born with. So, in my head, I've got Presto the Bunny. He comes out most oftentimes when I'm high or when I'm off camera and stuff, and the only reason he didn't show up and talk sooner, or have a name sooner, is because of the other personality in my head, Red. Or that's what we call him, because he doesn't want to take a name. He chose to do what they call blurring. It's where they essentially, the personality tries to latch onto an emotion, and tries to latch onto the main person. So basically taking a name, sharing as much information as possible, and eventually it leads to spikes in depression, and all sorts of stuff. All sorts of nasty stuff that really fucking sucks. And essentially, since I didn't notice anything, and it was mostly blamed on either puberty throughout the entirety of my teen years, or just I was just written off as this or that, it became pretty abundantly clear yeah, no, it's not exactly multiple personality disorder, because that when I got my diagnosis, I was more or less worried, okay, well, how am I going to tell everybody, and are some people going to understand or get this? And that has been my main issue, because I can't keep that from my audience. I can't, because if they go and they expect me to be a certain way, and I'm not, because I'm not the one in control and I don't know it, well, then it's probably good if I inform them of what's going on inside of my head. Right. And that's just what I'm doing here. So, essentially, yeah, I've got 3 personalities. This fucker tried to hide himself and is still latched on to anger. And we're slowly decoupling him. It's going to take a while. But Truman Karmic broke his heart. And it allowed Presto to, once he felt safe, have a voice inside my head without any conflicts for once, which allowed me to figure out what the hell was going on, kind of fighting for control while high, and we decided we needed to go see a psych evaluation, get this checked out and figured out and understand what in the hell is going on with us, and walked away with plurals, and now we know we exist. So, what's the game plan, right? Okay, I'm not here to diagnose. Also, hello Mountain Man and hello Sylvia. So, some of you might be thinking, okay, well, what's your game plan? How the hell are you going to make this work with a YouTube channel and 3 personalities that can take over pretty much whenever they want? Well, kind of the same thing we've done throughout our entire life, and let somebody control the YouTube. Let somebody do the work. Share the load, essentially. So that is our game plan. So, from time to time, you may see us swap in person, and you may not realize it. Presto's the only one that's super clear because he does use a completely distinct voice from mine because, you know, I've got the vocal chops to do voice acting and things, so why not let him play around with it? Red still hasn't really chosen and doesn't really like the fact that we even have to tell people at all. So you can just kind of understand here how concerning it was for me. So I then went and I told a couple people. I wanted to find out my little brother's response. I wanted to find out what my family's response was going to be. And I also wanted to find out what my friends' responses were going to be. Hello, Blue Foxo. Welcome. Red is the hardest to pick out for sure, outside of art style. Yeah, well, he's the one who is usually out when I'm pissed. Like, when we get mild frustration, usually Red's the first one to seize control, give us a headache, and whatnot. But the nice thing is now that we know he's there, we can kind of sort of work with him instead of having Presto fear Red because retaliation. And these are things I knew I was gonna have to talk about. Okay, well, this wasn't really taking things away from my life. Here's the thing: we have been the plurals doesn't just poof, it exists. It doesn't just happen due to trauma. It's something that you're born with. It's something where it's not so much a disorder as it is how you exist, which is a little weird, right? Because usually you're born with one personality. I was born with 3, and it's usually not caught until, like, after puberty because, you know, you're going through so many changes at most early stages of development that it's hard to catch, it's hard to understand. The nice thing is because it is plurals, and because they've all got moral compasses and things, I don't need to really take anything for it. I can just live with them, and that's okay. That's part of the healing process and making sure that there's no massive mood swings anymore, is letting them take their time and come out on their own accord, right? So, when it comes to talking about this stuff, I don't have the vocabulary. Red doesn't have the vocabulary. Presto's the closest one with the vocabulary, and he probably won't put it very nicely. So, to be quite frank, I don't know what my life's gonna be like from this moment forward. A lot of the gaps in my memory have cleared up. A lot of, sometimes, you know, I still have those gaps because one of the other two were doing something and I didn't know it. But I didn't want this to change my dynamic of the channel. I didn't want this to affect me massively. I have known this fact for a little over 2 months now, and it has been very difficult for me to come out and come forward and tell people. It's been very difficult for me to discuss it because I've got so many friends and stuff who know me one way. So the first thing I did was I talked to my roommates about it. I talked to Truman about it. I talked to them. I let the other two talk to them a little bit, try to figure out when this all started and what really broke down everything. The mind is absolutely a terrifying place. Just the fact that I've got 2 other things up there and I can't control them is fascinating to me as a whole. And the fact that I've been able to let them take driver's seat and control myself, and I don't have them... I'm gonna be honest, I don't actually remember what I did, I think Saturday or Friday, one of those 2 days. I just straight up don't remember what exactly I did because I let Presto control the whole day, and he didn't tell me very much other than it was a good day. So all I know is it was a good day, and I don't really know what we did, because the one time I came out that afternoon, I was back home with a bunch of new stuff at on my coffee table over here. Like, I don't know what happened. Truman knows what happened, but I sure don't. And that's frightening to me, but I'm getting over it, I'm getting used to it, because it's important that these two have time in the real world, so that way then they're not frustrated in silence in my head. So, the channel isn't going to change too much, but I do want to let people know, because, believe it or not, I'd much prefer people know about what goes on in my head than not. Because a lot of people assume certain things about me, like, oh, I'm real temperamental. Oh, he's got problems. He's gonna get angry. No, it's a controlled thing, and any outbursts beforehand were just because, hey, we got problems. We don't know how to vocalize them, and we're too scared to tell anybody because we don't want to end up in a mental hospital. Yeah, well, thank you, Rusty, but I do want to talk about it because this is just kind of like a big thing, and I'm not really done talking about it, because there's more implications than just, oh, yeah, there's multiple, and they're all different, you know. Like, I can't just go, like, okay, things I've been asked. Can you go back to being one person? Absolutely not. Never was one person. So, I can't really, you know, kill off the other two without being sure who's going to take the wheel, and I really don't want to be alone like that. It's already hard enough. So, having a second opinion in my head is actually kind of nice. Especially as of late, although they can get rather rowdy and they don't quite understand why I do certain things the way I do. Yeah, no, so I've been wanting to tell people for a little while now, and when I told some of my roommates, a lot of them were like, yeah, we figured something was wrong with you. But it really isn't a problem. Like, I can't go back to being one person. That's something that people are just gonna have to accept, that I never was one person. Another thing that people might want to... another thing that people might want to notice is the fact that my art style changes a lot. That's because I let the other two draw all the time, you know? We've all got different skill sets, right? But we all basically had the same things. So, we all like video games, we all like slightly different types of video games. We all draw, we're all at different skill levels, though. And that's just the way it is. So, you know, some people have, you know, one or two problems with them, but I feel like this isn't really much of a problem for us. It's just something I have to get used to. Another major change with this was telling my family, right? How were we gonna tell our family? Because my mom, while she's an open person, she's not that open, and she probably won't understand any of this. Like, I barely understood half the documents I was given. And what we ended up with was, I told my brother, and he told us, well, it's only a matter of time before one of them takes control and kills somebody, so you should lock yourself in a mental hospital. And those words hurt a lot. Because despite having multiple personalities, it's less like... it's less scary than you'd think it is. It's not something to fear. At least not for me. And to hear my own brother just basically tell me to go off so I don't see you anymore hurt. He was the first one I told because I didn't want anybody else in my family to find out. Because my little brother gets in so many fights. So many fights. That I figured he'll never tell anybody. and I can tell everybody on my own terms. I even told them, hey, what I'm about to tell you, don't tell anybody. I'm not sure I'm ready to tell anybody else. So we got kind of upset, and we had nightmares for a couple weeks afterwards. So that says never talk to your family, I guess. Well, that's not really an option for us, because our family does mean well. It's just our little brother's kind of shit. So we had nightmares for a while about this. We had nightmares where we were killing things and being terrified about strength and stuff. And it was after about the third or fourth one where we all three had nightmares and we could all three remember them that we decided this isn't okay. We need to tell my mom. We need to get a second opinion. We already got like second and third opinions when we first got diagnosed, because it was like, well, that's probably a big problem. Let's double check and make sure they're right? Not to say the first diagnosis was wrong, but like I've had many psychovals in my life, and usually they always come back with like the same like 3 diagnoses. To see something different, it was like, oh, so maybe I do have something different. Maybe this is the root of the problem, and to find out that it is the root of the problem, it's like a huge relief off my back. So I decided to call my mom, and I told her. Oh, absolutely I was. 100%. But when I told my mom, you know, I was nervous. So instead of getting straight to the point, I just told her, oh, I'm mad at my little brother over the psychoval that I told you I got. I didn't tell you why I got it. I didn't even tell you what the results were. I was worried. And she goes, okay, well, tell me whenever you're ready. And I said, alright, well, I got this. I have plurals. This is what it is. There's really not much of a treatment for it, because it's not really seen as much of a problem as what some might see. And she goes, well, good. Now that you know, you 3 are normal. And I told her, well, thanks, Mom, but do you remember all the times where I'd come up to you and I'd say, hey, we did something, and you'd ask we who, and I didn't have an answer for you? I was subconsciously, even at a younger age, subconsciously, I was telling them I was multiple people without ever trying to. It was just natural for me, even though you would think it's not. So I had to kind of program myself to just kind of accept I was one person. So now having to undo that is a little tricky, so you might catch me slipping up every now and again with my words. But that's not, like, mistaken, it's just my vocabulary got kind of screwy. So, hello, empathetic apathy. Sometimes, yes, but I figured it was important, because I do like having my family in my life. I never ended up telling my father, and if he watches this video, I suppose he'll give me a call right afterwards if he does watch this video. But I told my mom, and she was pretty accepting of it. She doesn't fully understand it, but she at least accepts it enough to where I can have a conversation about it and not feel crazy. And that was the big thing. We don't want to feel like we're crazy, because by all regards, we're perfectly sane. Hi, welcome. Oh no, we're doing alright, Liam. I do hope you get a chance to actually watch this all the way through, though, just so you can get a better grasp of what's going on with me and everything else, especially since I haven't been on stream in about a week or so. If he watches you. Well, I mean, he knows what the channel is. I think he's subscribed somewhere in there, but... So, after that, we called up my sister. She didn't answer, so I waited a day, called her back again, told her about it. She goes, "Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually." And I go, "How?" And I said, "Well, there's this and that, and you have gaps in your memory and this and that. You don't... You struggled in school and didn't know why, and then all of a sudden one day you were doing just fine, and there was just there were many things where now, if in hindsight you look at it, you go, oh, yeah, no shit, he has this. One of those moments where it's like, that is odd. We went back through old art pieces. We found little hints at the other two. We found little hints at all three of us in different art pieces. Whether I be high or not, I was subconsciously still drawing them into every piece I did. Or if not all, then most. So, alright, Sean, well, hopefully you'll be back soon. So, that is what's going on with me. This is the thing that I have got to be cursed to live with for a while. Red's a little annoyed that he doesn't get the body to himself. He doesn't get to have that normal, mundane life that he wanted. And I think it's okay. He'll get used to it. He even said, well, we don't have to tell anybody. We could just be normal. But I argued that no, we needed to tell my audience, we needed to tell my friends, we needed to tell my family. So, with all that being said, this is me. I wouldn't call it a curse. I don't think it's a curse, but how else am I supposed to describe it? I like what we are. I don't ever want to change that. And I don't think that what we have is a problem. So, that's the big stuff out of the way. There's not going to be a video this month. When my fursuit head gets done, the Pac-Man video will come out once I have it. I don't know when the next video is going to come out, and I'm sorry that I couldn't keep my promise of a video every month, but damn have we come close. So, we'll still have 12 videos out by the end of the year, but I don't know when. What else? Shorts are gonna keep coming. Presto enjoys acting in the shorts. Yeah, Presto has the fursuit. So, it's technically mine, ours, his. Some people think that Presto the Bunny and me are two different people. And I mean, technically they're right. But, no, we straight up have the same body. So, I suppose in many respects, wrong? If y'all learn more about not hotkeying. Well, we don't swap, well, we can swap on command, but we try our best now not to rip the controls from another, mostly due to the fact that it causes massive headaches, super huge amount of strain, and overall it hurts to do. Another thing we noticed about ourselves is all three of the personalities change our vision, it changes our eyesight. Our eyesight actually is crap no matter which one of us is in control, but it gets slightly better with Presto, and it gets way worse with Red, so that's a little goofy. New experience over curse. Well, new experience that I have for the rest of my life. You might be wondering, what else does this change? Probably not a lot, honestly. It just means that I'm going to have a lot more control over my mental health. I'm going to take breaks when I need to. So if I need to do a shorter stream, we will. If Red wants to come out and take a day, I might spend that day off the internet. Or on the internet. If I bug people because I am lonely or something, don't be surprised if it's not always me at the helm. So, yeah. Well, thank you. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, Sean. So, you know, some of my coworkers and stuff, my past coworkers, nobody really else knows. I believe Presto ended up telling the Flashing Blades the other day. Well, the only reason I remember is I looked back through chat logs, so, some people do know. But this is my big announcement that, hey, I am a we, and all three of us are going to keep doing life together, and that's a-okay. And it's okay to be this way. What's your wildest, I don't remember this, but someone else said it happened moment? The 2 months where, after my parents' divorce, where Presto and Red were swapping control between each other and didn't let me know what the hell was going on. I don't know why that's in the playlist. There we go. So, that's the wildest moment of, I don't know what I remember, but essentially 2 months of my life were autopiloted entirely by these two, while my brain took a mental hiatus, like my side of things took a mental hiatus because of my parents' nasty divorce. It wasn't something that we were really expecting to happen, but it was also the first time where Red decided he had to start hiding us. Hiding them away so we can get back to normal life. And, you know, trauma can be a clear indication of when it takes place, and it's not guaranteed. Like, my little brother just walked away with PTSD from that whole situation. But me, I walked away unsure of life and not sure what was going on, and now I know what happened, I know what went on, but doesn't mean that I know what happened. So, with all things concerned and considered, I do believe that we'll be okay. Especially now that I can be open about it and honest about it. It has been scary because I know that the furry fandom's great for people with mental disorders and stuff, but usually it's not super great to the more complex and detailed ones, and this is one of those situations where it's a little bit complex. It's a little bit more detailed, and it's going to take me some time to get used to it, and it's going to take everybody else some time to get used to it. And that's okay. Well, yeah, I'm still the same person, but it just means that the other two are going to be out more. And I want people to know that and recognize that. I don't want people to look at them and go, well, can you go back to being the other guy? Because that's not what we want to have happen. Red, especially, he just wants to be accepted for who he is. You know, I've had this Sona locked in my mind for years and years and years. We put him away because we thought that wasn't who I was. Well, no shit, it wasn't who I was. It was somebody else. But he's out of the woodwork now, and we gave him a fresh redesign, a fresh look at. So this is Red, folks. This is our. This is my first Sona. He's the few times he's been out since I was little. He really pissed people off, and he tries not to come out anymore because he's scared. He'll scare everybody away because he's this big, angry hothead. Like, of course he's gonna scare people away. So, of course, you know, we're past that now. We're gonna let people know that, hey, this Sona exists. This person actually totally happens. Totally exists, and I can't hide the fact that I've got multiple personalities anymore. I just can't. Especially since I've known for a couple months now. The other major reason that I had to take a hiatus, though, is because me and Truman are going through some life changes, and he needs time to figure it out, and I need time to figure it out. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm going to be putting out videos and just trying to be a good cat. Good person for the rest of the audience. So, I think that's most of my explanation out of the way. If anybody has questions about this, or about the way it works, about how any of this happened, how I didn't realize sooner, feel free to ask. I am down to answer questions. We've been taking questions for quite a while to try to figure ourselves out, because while we're still trying to understand ourselves, it is always better to have questions during this point in time, especially because, you know, I'm trying to figure myself out. If you guys ask a question and I hadn't thought of it, it's like, oh, well, maybe let's explore that option. So. Well, thank you. It's a little tricky. It's a little more complex than that. They don't add up to me. They are slightly different. Yeah, Sylvian, my parents may be supportive, but they certainly don't understand it. And my dad definitely doesn't know, so... Yeah. I was just glad my sister understood. I just hope that my family doesn't start trying to hide me away like a freak, because it's not really good for us. Hell, the other two have done enough hiding as it is, in my honest opinion. So now making them and letting them have their own peace of mind is actually rather helpful. Yeah, well, at least I don't live with my parents either, so that probably definitely helps. Hell, it was my parents. My parents were used as the main excuse for Red doing what he did, which hurts a little bit. But yeah. Oh, they're with me. They're watching to make sure nothing gets out of hand, Mountain Man. But have a good day at work. Ah, yeah, no. I was terrified. Because, you know, I don't know my parents' response. My parents are... My mom's a boomer, and my dad is, you know, I think also... he's not also considered a boomer, but he's like, you know, a couple years younger than my mom, and it's like, well, neither of them understand mental health that great. And usually that's the type of stuff that's, you know, taken out. But it's been very nice getting those second opinions, understanding what's going on and whatnot. So streams are probably going to be slow. We're going to start out with one a week. Same short a different short every single week or so. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, it's good getting all of this off my chest. I was a little worried my audience would turn on me or something, and I was very worried that coming out like this would just... I was worried it was gonna ruin my career a little bit, because I was like, well, I'm still building an audience, but, you know, it's stressful not understanding or not knowing things like this. So now you guys can see all three parts of my mind, all three of us in full effect, full picture. I'm going to be doing some other sketches and stuff, but yeah, I'd love to get questions and things. Also, I'm sorry, Sean, that happened to you. Also, another thing I should note, all three of my personalities are male. I'm still gonna go by male pronouns. That doesn't change anything. No matter how effeminate Presto is, or how manly Red can get, I do not ever think that we're changing our pronouns for this. You'd think we still get quite lonely, believe it or not. Tenacious, for as nice as it is knowing that there's other voices in my head, other personalities, it doesn't always mean that they're the best company. And it's not like, oh, a magic solution to loneliness. It's more like, I'm stuck with me, myself, and I. And it's like, they all three got slightly different opinions on a couple things, but we're all still bored and want to pester somebody else. Hello, Revolta. What did you miss? You missed me explaining, I don't want to call it a mental disorder. Mental abnormality that I've lived my entire life with and not know. I highly recommend going back and listening to the whole thing, because it's big and long and drawn out, and it's been hard to tell people. Heck it, if I can shoot them a video that has my full explanation in my words, and Presto can stop explaining what plurals are, that would be fucking fantastic. Gavin lore. Yeah! Something I should be an expert on. What do you mean I fucked something up? It's my own life! Oh, shit. Foxo says if there's anything you could do to support. Well, actually, believe it or not, if you guys want to support me, feel free to subscribe and drop a like. Because that honestly helps the video, it helps the channel, helps us, you know, continue doing this. Oh, no, Matt Man, we tend not to. We tend not to spam people like that. Presto does. Presto will absolutely bug the shit out of you. He has no care for if you're annoyed at him or not. He just wants to bug people. Well, thank you. Oh boy. Yeah, no, it's been the big deciding factor of the fuck is going on with me. And as somebody who has just been kind of going through life like this, I don't know really how to feel other than overjoyed that I'm not crazy. To be told that I was not crazy by a doctor was nice, to say the least. Especially because I didn't get diagnosed beforehand. I just straight up decided I need to take a psych eval. I need to get my head on straight. What's going on? And to find out that I'm not as crazy as I think I am, that's fantastic to me. It's one of those weight off the shoulder things. And as I let Red come out more and more, a lot more of my stress has gone away, a lot more of my frustrations and anger have gone away. it's still there. It's still something we have to work through, but it's not as prominent as it once was, which was nice. Actually, believe it or not, I'm usually the one scripting the shorts, but Presto is the Presto Bunny here. He has a name. Presto the Bunny is, yes, the one in the suit. He is the one who is acting. He is the one who made his design, and he made the entirety of that design by hinting at me of what to do with the design. Not actually telling me what to do. Because he was scared that Red was gonna kill him as a personality as a whole. But yes, the bunny is in fact the one that makes the shorts. I'd let him out, but I don't think he wants to right now. He's a bit camera shy when it comes to live streams. Which, I mean, fair. This can be scary to do. Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you, Revolta. It's one of those things where it's like, it's been tough for us to tell people. Especially because we've known for about 2 months now. Going on 3. But yeah, Presto is in fact the one who has been doing most of the shorts. He's been doing most of the acting and stuff, even if he hides in my voice. That's something the personalities can do, is they can hide inside of my voice, because my voice is where my vocal cords naturally rest, right? So, since I'm the main one in control, that's where the vocal cords rest. They can just kind of take control, and it's hard for people to realize. But you'll hear it in, like, some of the things I say will just sound off for one or the other. And it's like, well, there's really no way to hide that. So, they do try not to, because it does cause mental distress. But yeah. We certainly try to keep up appearances and everything. It's been tricky to say the least. Going from one to the other, back again. Getting handle on things, letting all of us take turns and whatnot. We actually drew an art piece the other day showcasing what it's like inside the other's head. So, when Red takes control of me, he did this, by the way. When Red uses my voice to hide and causes that mental distress, it's like this for me and for him, because I'm not in control of my own voice, and it's scary. So this is what it looks like. It's frightening. The eyes aren't the same. It's not quite right. When Presto does it, it's very joyous and happy, but it's still not right. Right? Like, it doesn't feel like it should be correct. So, all things considered, I've been trying to let them spread their legs, be who they want to be, even if they can't have a normal life like Red wants. I don't think Presto would want to get rid of us. I'm gonna be quite frank, the bunny likes having the whole stepping back and not having to deal with people from time to time. But we've done switching inside of the car and stuff. You know, during distressing situations where, like, I'm in control of a vehicle or heavy motor thing, it doesn't affect that. Like, we generally will not switch. We know the difference between it, so we can operate heavy machinery if we really wanted to. So, there's some knowledge for you. But I really don't know what you guys want to hear about me, or about the three of us. Because for all intents and purposes, you guys really do only know me. Presto doesn't come on here and say a whole lot. Some of my friends know Presto more than I know Presto, because, well, let's be real here, Presto's usually the one taking control on the timeout. And Red is frightening for a lot of people and a lot of reasons. But he doesn't want to be. Presto's adorkable. Well, empathetic if you've... Should have called the green guy Nail. So... I don't know about that, but he's something, alright. But no, Presto is just Presto, and I wouldn't have been any other way. But no, between them all, I'm a little bit lost. Some things that we can do that helps us is we'll take Delta 8. And the way I've described it a couple times in the past have been it changes the brain chemistry to be like a fluid for us, so we can switch without there being too much of pain between us. Although it does rip us out of the high for a brief moment, but it generally lets us switch without there being as much discomfort in the brain, and there isn't when we do slower transitions, but it also requires me to basically stare at nothing for a while, which happened a lot in middle school, believe it or not, where I'd stare at nothing for long periods of time. Well, yeah, most of them are. Absolutely, Zeke. Because Red doesn't want to come out. He doesn't want to scare people. And that's the key thing, is that we don't want to scare people away from us. It's been tricky. So, but if anybody would like, if anybody knows a fursuit maker who's not me or Bex the Gold Ribbon Kittens, who are willing to make a fluffy red dragon fursuit at some point. Yeah, I can hear him groaning. It's hilarious. He doesn't want anybody to know that he wanted a fursuit. Or is willing to take on the arduous task of my Sona's colorful hair, and can do it for a reasonable price. I will absolutely be down to talk about commissions and stuff. I just need... I need somebody to make this stuff who actually cares. Because for as good a job that we can do, I do think it's more important that I give the community some time, and you know, Presto wanted me to make his suit. Red doesn't want me to touch it. And I'm still too nervous to touch mine, because it's one of those things where it's like, I've had the character for 12 years. Yeah, I've had Red longer, but we just don't want to touch it. I just don't want to touch it myself. Do you think we'll be able to talk to them at one point or another? Sure, if you guys want. If you guys wanted to, because Octobervania is coming up. I've got a couple of Castlevania games coming up. I'm going to try to have a short out on the 1st, announcing Octobervania and what games we'll play. If you guys want me to, or want Presto to, we can absolutely set it up. I can make Presto a VTuber model, and we can do something where we switch off, and we do a whole stream as him, and I'll do his whole thing, just note that things might get a bit raunchy and he might say some things that I wouldn't otherwise say. So, if you wanted me to, I could switch right now. But I don't really feel recommended to do so. Presto's the only one where you'll notice much of a change in the voice. It's annoying, because I can feel them all scrounging for the controls, because they all want to say different things. Would you guys want to hear them speak? Do what you're comfortable with. Well, I'm comfortable with letting them take the wheels. I know they won't say anything too outrageous, but I do want everybody to be... I want everybody to know 100% that... I want everybody to know 100% that if and when we switch, I'm not going to endorse or call anything too wild. Oh shoot, tomorrow is the Sonic Frontiers DLC comes out. I promised you guys a stream for it. We'll have to do that sometime in October. I'm so sorry. But yeah, expect some Castlevania. I found a really cool pinball thing. Alright. Leave it up to us three. Just note, he hasn't really talked to many of you guys, so... Expect him to not know what's really going on. So, bear with me here. Let me get done with the finer line details before I pass it off. So wait, I'm supposed to be on the... Shit. Fuck. I don't know what to say. You guys wanted me out. I'm just here. I really don't know what the hell you guys want. But hi. Presto. I'm the one who comes out on the thing. I usually am not using my voice on the shorts. I'm doing that going forward. I have a short recorded that I came up with. The last short we did is... Yeah. The last short we did was Karmic's idea, not mine. I do not take credit for that. It was not funny. But I got one coming out about, like, the whole, like, split media thing on apps. It's gonna be cute. I'm sure. Pet the bun. He swears. Smiley face. Yes, I swear. Of course we swear. I've got fucking... You can't just be a gay bunny and not swear, like Christ. Why am I drawing Mr. Big Red and Scary? When did I start doing that? Oh, shit. Shit. Hi, chat. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I'm gonna... The bunny says fuck. The bunny always says fuck. Okay, that's weird. We need to get our own VTuber model for if we do this. Because this is too scary, and I don't think me and Suithead while we do a stream would be... Actually, would you guys want to see me on stream doing a Suithead thing? Instead of the VTuber model, I do a Suithead? That'd be really fun. I could have all three fans running all day. Oh, it'd be so chill. It'd be really cool. And I mean, like, real chill, because 3 fans. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, right, this is the stream where I'm supposed to be talking about stuff going on with us. With me. So I'm Presto. My name came from a stupid joke. I originally haven't had a name for 22 years, and then Red got his heart broken and said nothing mattered anymore, so he let me have a voice. And And eventually I felt comfortable enough to fight, and then I came out. I didn't know I was fighting, because I ignored the other voices in the head, usually. We don't anymore, because we kind of sort of can. But, yeah, no, my name came from a joke. Reds came because we wanted to differentiate him from the cat, and he wouldn't give up the name Gavin, so yeah, we gave him the name of Red, which is who I'm coloring right now. What do you guys want to know about me? I'm just a whore. I got nothing. Suddenly you feel like playing Minecraft for some reason. Well, I've been playing Minecraft a little bit here and there. We should probably go back to normal before I scare off all my audience. All our audience, I should say, because, oh my god, I'm sure I sound really, really gay and stupid. I just exist. Fuck, so I just exist. I don't know nothing about no cute. I just know I exist. Ah. Okay, everybody's just gonna start calling me cute now. You guys are crazy. Alright. We're gonna switch back to the kitty cat. Because I cannot stay out for much longer. There's no fucking way. I have no weed in my system. No Delta 8, sorry. Sorry, YouTube censors. Delta 8 in my system. And, yeah. Now you sound cute. You like how gay I sound? Well, thank you. I hope to see everybody at MFF. I'm gonna be suiting around there. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. And here soon I get to go make finish my full suit with Argent. So it'll be great. Especially because he seems to have almost found an apartment. So it'll be nice. Welcome back, Rusty. Hi, I'm Presto. Regardless, we're gonna switch back to Kitty Cat. Because he's telling me to shut up, or else I'm embarrassing him. I could probably embarrass us way more, trust me. Oh, shit. Alright. Here we go. Oh, shit. Ow. Ow. That was a bit too fast. That hurt right up here on my temple. Anyways, back to making a thing. Shoot, my music stopped. What else? I got a Blue Sky account. Links will change in the description to Blue Sky when I get a chance. Twitter's still gonna be there until Blue Sky goes public, but we got a Blue Sky from Artie, so... Wait, does that hurt? It does hurt. If we switch too fast, too quickly, or if something else massive happens to cause us to switch too fast, it hurts. Ripping the controls from us causes it to hurt. It's why I said Delta 8 in my suite. Yeah, taking Delta 8 tends to not make it hurt as much. When I said it changes my brain to a fluid, I mean, like, it changes the rate at which I'm able to switch. The speed of it. And the speed I need for streaming, so you guys aren't sitting here for a minute or two watching a blank screen. You know, it's gonna cause it to hurt. It's a fleeting headache. It goes away super fast, but still. Oh, you said that in regards to Blue Sky. Sorry. Yeah, no. So that's the fun of plurals. The fun of being a we and not an I. What else should I say? Yeah, no, if there's anything you guys want to know about any of this, please just let me know. I know that it's gonna be... I'm getting used to it. You guys are gonna get used to it, I'm sure. And now you can say you know something new about a creator you watch. But yeah, no, it's real thing, real diagnosis. I got all the paperwork for it. But we're not taking medicine for this. Because, yeah, fuck that. Not like I don't have fucking money. Do you guys have money? I sure don't. But yeah, that is the joys of being plural and being able to switch on command. It was something that we took about 3 or 4 days to try to just understand how to switch without hurting each other, or without hurting us bad. We still haven't figured out how to switch without draining too much energy. Red will not come out on command, by the way. Like, he will, if I ask him real nice, but he does not like doing that, and he doesn't feel like scaring away our audience, which, very fair. Yeah, well, I mean, like, we had the Discord. You guys can talk in there. I hop in the voice chat every now and again to see if anybody's gonna join me. I'll spend like an hour or 2 in there just talking. Oh, absolutely. Oh no, I have insurance, I just don't have money. Yeah. I've got insurance, just don't have money, which is a little scary. But, you know. Presto just likes hearing his name. Try not to use my name with Presto, because he really does, but he doesn't mind if new people get it wrong. He does get mad at Truman and slash Karmic slash whatever you want to call him when he gets his name wrong. But other than that, Presto tends to be okay with it. Red, I don't have a rule book for Red. And the main reason I don't have a rule book for Red is because, well, he spends the least amount of time out. He's got the lowest amount of energy out of all of us. It's just one of those things where it's like, I can't tell you what to and to not do. But I wouldn't worry about it too much, honestly. We all had basically the same upbringing. We all exist. You're gonna pretend Red is a JoJo's fan? I mean, I'm a JoJo's fan. Karmic, Presto likes fucking JoJo. Karmic also likes JoJo, but I mean, I'm a JoJo's fan. Why not? Hell yeah. You can assume that all 3 of us like pretty much the same thing, because we all have the same knowledge base that we're pulling from, but within regards to certain opinions, like Red will watch Fist of the North Star strictly for the violence. Meanwhile, I'll watch it for the artistry and history of it all, and just how cool it is to watch some, like, weird fake kung fu on screen and whatnot. And then Presto will generally avoid it because he doesn't like violence that much. And that's just kind of the way it works. Is just, we've all got different opinions on it. Yeah. A different opinion, same body, which is, yeah, no. Different people, same body. That's the best way I've ever had to explain it, is I got 3 opinions in my head. It takes me a bit to process stuff. It always has. But yeah, no, that's about as far as it goes with me, at least. I am glad you guys sat down and listened to me all the way through this, because it's been something like, for me, it's been life changing. For you guys, it'll be nothing. All right, catch you later, Fox. Now, thanks for being here. But yeah, the suit head situation has gotten out of hand, and I'm getting frustrated with the gold ribbon kittens. I am getting frustrated with it all. It just seems like they're not taking any of it seriously at this point. Because I do want to talk more about that suit head thing, because it's been frustrating me. Because it's like, well, don't tell me you're going to get it started this week and then do not start it. That's why I tend not to give, like, official times on my commissions and stuff, because I don't want there to be official times. Another thing is I'm trying to step back away from commissions too. Like right now I'm holding about 2 or 3 right now, and the only reason I've got them is just so I can finish them up, call them a day, and eventually I will once I've gotten this under control and under hand, so that way then we can start to function a bit easier. But no, it just didn't. It bothers me. Vex's stuff should not have taken this long, and it's a little bit insane. Especially now that we know we're plural, and it's kind of important to have a suit. Because Presto and Red, believe it or not, when they're in control of the body, they do not like seeing their face. They don't like looking in a mirror, because that's not how they've ever seen themselves. Right? For me, it's what I see every day when I look in the mirror. So for me, it's like, whatever. I mean, I'm not the best looking guy, but I'm a guy, right? For them, it's like, ew, what the hell? This is not how I should look. And they prefer sending photos of themselves, like, artwork and whatnot. Oh yeah, no. The Suit Saga, I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm gonna make a detailed video. It'll be half buyer beware, half why is it taking this long, and mostly me venting my frustrations about it all. And it'll be an uploaded video on the channel, and I'll keep it up. And then whenever Bex wants me to take it down, I will take it down. But for now, it's one of those, this is frustrating. This is not how this should be. I am someone who knows that this is not how this should be. You should not wait almost 2 years on a fursuit. And if you're waiting 2 years on a fursuit, it better be a damn good fursuit. And like Bex was somebody who was like, I can't put fans in this. I can't make the moving jaw. It's like, well, then what am I paying $1,200 for and then waiting 2 years on? Like, it better be the best damn suit I've ever fucking worn. I mean, month after next year. Yeah, it's really what it's like, because like we were promised. So Presto Suit Head got done the night before Anthro Ohio AO 22. Right? I had my suit head commissioned January 2022. Got it the 1st January 2022. Like I know the exact date for both of those. Oh, Tenacious, do not worry about that. If you want to, here, if you send me a direct message on something, I can set up a voice call and you and Presto can chat or whatever. He loves getting to know new people. He always needs new friends. So please, if you're like thirsty for Presto and you're like, I just want to be friends first, though, please just message. It's okay to thirst over Presto. Presto was made as the not safe for work suit in the first place. It just ever so happens that he's also a personality in me. So please, if you want to get to know one of my personalities more, please just DM me, ask. We can MFF 2020 or no, yeah, the one I asked about MFF MMF yeah MFF 2021 was when I asked about this, about getting a commission from them. Couldn't wait, had to wait until she was open, so first of the year. I was the first one to ask her about shit, and I'm also the last one in the queue. How the hell does that work? I also have the least amount of work on mine because the others got full body suits and, head, tail, hand paws, feet paws, and bodysuit. All I got was the head. I still paid just as much as everybody else, and I still haven't heard anything else about it. Now, I already also got a head through them, and had to wait 2 years to get a fursuit head. 2 years to get hers. I think that's a bit of a ridiculous amount of time. Now, I did ask the week after she was supposed to get done with carving, hey, how's the carving going on? And all I got was, sorry, read your message late. No update. Just sorry. So, yeah. Hello, this is fine. Am I going to MFF? Rusty, I already told you I bought the hotel. I'm already going. I already got a hotel room for MFF this year. I didn't listen, but 2 years. Yes, 2 years for a fursuit hat. Now, we already went over mental health. I have plurals. I'm sure if you want to, and I highly recommend rewatching the beginning part of this if you're just showing up after the stream finishes, please go back, watch it, send it to a friend. I just want people to understand us better. So yeah, I know. Yeah, 2 years. Not gonna lie, it's kind of long, especially when you factor in the fact that I spent $1,200 on this head, and it's already been paid off. It's been paid off since February 1st. So, what? $1,000 is a lot to me, right? Like, I paid off my head, and then I quit my job, and I went into doing this full time. So I got nothing. It's absurd. Let me read chat here real quick. Dear God, that's totally ridiculous. Like, how on earth do you just push back what you have agreed and paid already? Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like, just giving me a straight date and then fucking blowing it off is infuriating. For a full suit from that maker, some people waited 1 year and got their full suits. I've waited 1 year for just a head, and I haven't gotten shit. Yep. Oh well, I'm sorry. I was just taught. This is fine. When I say a friend, I mean like anybody who you think would like the channel, because I've got a lot of content here, and I've got some mental health stuff going on with me personally, and well, all three of us, and it's kind of a lot. So, and $1,000 is a huge amount of money, especially because I don't make a cent anymore. I haven't made money in well over a year now. I haven't made a single cent, and I'm not on unemployment, so that should really set it in. Like I do this full time. Yeah. Maybe it's because they think you're all the same and thinks you're hogging. I'm not sure, Tenacious. What do you mean? Because the group chat does not know. Like only one person from their group chat knows that I'm plural. I'm not even. They made a rule against self-promoting, so I couldn't even send people my content in there. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I am mostly just a VTuber. I'm just a guy at the end of the day. But no, this is fine. You missed my whole explanation of what plurals are and whatnot, and how my mental health is going. We've actually calculated the amount of money I spent on Presto. I am only at around $900 for Presto's head in material costs alone, and that's with a movable jaw, which I'm like I can move it, I can pose it, three fans in his head, and you know, it's slip on, slip off. Plus, the hair is attached with magnets, so it's easy to slip on and slip off. So I finished that in a day. Like what? Like the hand claws can slip through. We're making the bodysuit later this year. By the time we're done with it all, my suit will be nearly $2,000, like for Presto. So, if somebody would like to make Red's head, go for it. We do already have a maker in mind. I called him Sheeb, but we have a maker in mind for it. I'm just really hoping it'll go well. Like holding up the line sort of thing. Well, they've gotten a couple people now. It's just like what is going on with this? Honestly, I like doing these hangout streams a lot because I haven't felt like the need to play a game recently. I don't honestly know. I know the art streams don't normally do as well as say some other stuff, but I don't know. I think it's rather neat. But yeah, no. If you guys want to see some references to how I found out there were like that they've always been there, we went back through some old art pieces and I have no idea. Actually, I just realized I don't know if I can actually play this music. I just realized I clicked on a video and I think that's copyrighted. Oh shoot, the normal stuff I listen to. That's the normal stuff I listen to. Shoot. Welp. Am I sure going to get in trouble? I might. I just might. Oops, yep. Oh, fuck, so I'm sure we will. Uh-oh, yeah, no, it's okay. It'll be okay. The music isn't the main part of the video, it's transformative. Maybe if I don't say where it's from, they won't catch me. Shoot, what else do I say in regards to everything? Ooh, you didn't hear it. I'm not showing full episodes of Sonic Underground. Sorry to disappoint. I don't care if I do have the full DVD. You can go get a copy yourself. It's like literally $14. But yeah, I've been having a hard time telling people what's going on with me. But yes, if anybody knows any fursuit makers who are willing to make Red a fursuit, basically just the head for now, please contact me. I will pay the price. I just want all three of us to have something that makes them happy. I want them all to be able to express themselves without, fighting one another. And having a suit head actually helps quite a bit, believe it or not. Yeah. He said that I should put the text that I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna get copyright struck. Like, I know a couple, like, Argent. I'd love to get one through Argent, but I'm not so sure that I want one through Argent at the moment. Because me and Argent are already working on a project. I'd love to do Sheeb, but she's also very busy. And I don't know. I don't know if Red is willing to wait. He already got all huffy when he saw Fursuit he liked that was, like, almost him. He was like, damn it, I said I didn't want one, now I want one. And so I was like, alright, then good. Admit you're wrong, we can go get you a Fursuit. It's okay. So, he is the part of me that is very, very difficult at saying he is wrong. He will bite the bullet, take the consequences, and he does not care. So. Generally, all three of us do not like memes very much. Our shorts are as close to memes as we enjoy. So, yeah. Well, happy early birthday, Saber. But yeah, generally we don't really like memes, Tenacious. Like I said, send me a Discord DM. I don't bite. If you want to talk to Presto, we can set up a call or something. But yeah, generally all three of us don't really care for memes very much. So to put in cleaner perspective, our head. I did this piece a couple weeks ago. just kind of to show off. What is it like in my head? I might add green heart in a corner. Presto's right here. It's okay. You don't need to add a green heart in a corner. Maxi 7K. But welcome to the stream. It is nice being able to be open about it though. So as far as fursuits are concerned, looking for a maker for red. So if somebody would like to make red, go for it. Presto's covered by me in Argent. And my head is still in hiatus, so if somebody is willing to help me out with that, that would be fantastic, because we're tired of waiting. Well, Blake DeWolf, welcome to the channel. Usually we discuss some pretty heavy topics on here, generally video game lore though. But today has been all about mental health, just giving some artwork out. Hope you subscribe and stick around and check out the shorts and stuff. Got lots of good content for all ages, so. But yes, if somebody would like to make red, that would be fantastic. Headatus, yeah. That's the way it feels. I'm not hitting on you, Blake. I'm just saying welcome to the channel. That's nice that you do. I got problems out my butt. That's all I got. Mostly. Can Red spit fire? He has ice breath, actually. That was his main ability that he wanted back when we were younger, but we now really don't worry about powers too much. I actually got a brand new jacket to go alongside with my with the fursuit head. I'm just annoyed that the head's not done. Yeah, no, well, I don't tease or taunt him. I try my best not to. My Truman does from time to time, but we don't try to taunt Red at all. We just kind of let him do his thing. He comes out in artwork. If you notice me do more emotional pieces, it's generally Red taking the pen. So, the irony of a fire red dragon with ice powers. Yeah. But yeah, no, with all things considered, we don't taunt anybody else in our head. We'll tease each other, but we don't actively go to hurt each other, because we do know that we're gonna end up living with each other for the rest of our lives, so we might as well not be mean, right? You see the symbolism? Yeah. Well, if you... No. My main thing was, like, infinite pockets in my jacket. That was the whole thing with me, with mine, and... boy. Yeah, no, if you guys want a rundown... If you guys want a rundown of what powers we'd have and things, I could discuss them, but really, that's the part that's all fiction. Me having plurals, these two in my head, that's all real. That's something that I have to have. So... don't think we'd rank each other. Some quick and easy doodles. Which one's gayer? Well, we all like guys, so I think we're all pretty much the same. I suppose Presto would take the cup for that, though. Oh, you didn't miss much of anything. I'm just doing some extra little doodles here. We are going to be finishing up here soon, so... Yeah. I do hope this has been a very educational process for everybody. Like, they've learned something new, either about me or just about plurals in general. I'm going to have this... I'm going to have this piece, minus a couple bits, up on... well, I was about to say Twitter, but it's going to be up on the Blue Sky. It'll also be up in my Telegram art dump, which will have a link in the description, and it'll be in the Discord. After the stream as well, I will be in the Discord's general. For anybody who wants to join, they can ask us pretty much anything. The links are in the description. I probably won't be in there for too long, but yeah. You thought those were whiskers? These? It's his nose. Now these are whiskers. None of us really, yeah. Well, I hope I did, because I don't want to muddle the waters. I don't want people to eventually come up to me and be like, I had no idea, and like write me off completely, because it's not something that I can change, right? I can't just turn off two other personalities. It's not something that not something that's gonna go away anytime soon, and that's a-okay with me. So if anybody is like, oh, well, like, what if you just try not? It's like, okay, well, you're pretty close-minded. That's actually a question we got quite a bit. Sometimes it is. Usually it's just me looking for the word. But, yeah, sometimes it is just us discussing what would go over better. And, yeah, no, that's one of those things where it's like, could really go either way. Uh, what's each of your favorite foods? I like mac and cheese. The other two really haven't had a whole lot, to be quite frank. But Red doesn't really seem to care much for food. Like, he likes cooking it, but he doesn't really care for eating it too much. And I think that mostly comes down to the fact that he's only really ever had, like, pastas and things. He doesn't really have a whole lot. Presto likes burritos. He fucking loves burritos. Make him the wildest things. Wrap it up in a tortilla, and he will be a happy, happy boy. He keeps pestering me to get Chipotle again, and I'm like, I don't have the money, I can't do it right now. Sorry. Because I'm taking a break. It can take a lot for me to get the... because the coloring of the hair takes fucking forever. And I know it does. Yeah, so. But if you guys want me to color it, I'll color it real quick. Oh, man. I'm just... suit head, plurals, all sorts of stuff. I'm trying to think about what else has actually gone down in my life, but there really hasn't been a whole lot. Paint green and green screen in a rainbow. No. No, because that's not how it goes. There's actually a pattern to the hair. And a reasoning behind the order of it. I like red, so it's the first one up by my temple. It's also a bit larger than every other color, and purple all the way in the back is Red's favorite color, so they get the most amount of surface area, even if you don't see the purple all the way. The other colors are nice banding, so that way then it's not just, it's a purple and red cat. And besides that, I like prisms, I like science, I like learning about the world, so of course what we're going to do is, you know, all of this. But I will color it in. Just so you guys can be happy with it. Enchiladas are your favorite? Well, that's cool. Give me that hair punishment. Yep. It's one of those, I know it's annoying. The thing is it looks good when you get done with it. If you do it right. And that's been the main problem with me going to suit makers, is because some people aren't going to know why this is so important to me, and I thought, you know, me telling Bex about it would help her along with making the head. You know, being like, hey, this character is very important to me, and I want the Sona to look good. You know. Not every plan I've ever had has gone the right way, though, so. It's not how it really works. I mean, it kinda is. So, the other ones can control parts of my body, mostly just my hands, usually, when I'm in control. Generally, it's harder, it takes a lot, and I mean a lot of energy away from us as a whole. And it wears us down a lot faster than it just taking whole control would. So we don't do it. We've done it a couple times, but we really don't like doing it. I don't like doing it, at least, and I know the other two get tired when their time is worn down by another one, so it's usually either an all or nothing game. When you to you three, in your opinion, who you think? It's kind of an odd question. I think we all pretty much decided that none of us are cute. Presto says he's just a little bit cute. So, I suppose it'd have to go to Presto for that. For being the cutest. Also, what happens when you zone out? Usually it's us switching. When we zone out, it's usually us switching everything around. Takes time and it takes energy. And sometimes we'll switch around without... Sometimes we'll switch around without realizing what's going on. But now that we know what's actually happening, it's a little bit easier for us to go like, okay, who's in control? Because now they don't have to... We zone out a little bit less because we're not... We don't have to worry about switching and then somebody going, oh, well, like, that wasn't how you sounded 30 seconds ago. You're just doing a joke. Gavin's doing a silly joke. It's like, no, actually, but cool, thanks. So, yeah, me zoning out is usually us switching around. Used to take a lot longer because we'd have to hide the voice too within everything else, so. So, do not freak out if we zone out for a brief moment or need a second to rest or something like that. After the stream, like I said, I will be in the Furry Let's Play Discord in the general voice chat, so everybody can chat, talk. You don't even have to use voice. You can just type and whatnot in our text channel. I understand that some people have social anxieties, so it's completely a-okay if you're just like not comfortable with it but still want to join in. Feel free to hop in, mute yourself, vibe. It's all good. Which one of y'all is the best gamer? That is a fun question, actually, because we all play games a little differently. Presto has done some impressive feats, so have I. Our favorite games, though, are usually games where all three of us need to focus. So, things like Mega Man, where it requires all three of us to pay attention to what's going on screen. Presto, generally... Presto's good at puzzle games, but hates them. Because it's like, well, if they're this easy, then why should I play them? And it's like, oh, I get it. And then for me personally, I like a lot of platformers, and Red really only touches racing games and things, and I get it. But we all like fighting games and whatnot, but I would definitely say between the three of us, it's probably me, just because I've had more time out and about playing games and whatnot. Logic puzzles are the worst. Yeah, usually we solve them pretty quickly. At least Presto does. We struggle when it comes to, like, other discussions and things. As a two-player team, no, because we get really exhausted by about the third or fourth round. Because, like, we did Super Mario Party like that, and it didn't go well. There's generally just too much information being passed from round to round for it to be worth it for us to, like, sit down and swap every single board. Plus, we suck at Mario Party. Like, our luck is terrible. Presto's a bit better at it, but I don't know. He still has a hard time winning. But usually he's never in it to win it, he's just in it to have fun. But yeah, that covers, I think, most of people's questions and whatnot about us, because... Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't get the Pac-Man video out on time. It'll come whenever the head's done, I promise. We'll film it, edit it, get it all out there. It was really, really gonna be cool. I was hyping it up. Sorry that it's not out on time, right? Not my fault, but I really should have just expected her to lie. I should have just gone with, you know, a different video. Or a different idea for it. The thing was we got a brand new table for it, everything. I ordered a fuck ton of Pac-Man collections and Namco museums, played through, rated them all, wrote a script. And all that hard work is not out the drain, but it just sucks. That'll be okay. Streams will be a little bit slower going forward until I can get more of a grip on what we're doing and what we're planning, what we're feeling like. So don't freak out if not every week is a 3-stream week. Like, this one's gonna be a 1-week thing. Next week we'll have a short and a stream, but probably not more than one. Okay. Add the nose. And then the eyes. No, not 3 years. I spent the entire month of... I spent the entirety of this month researching it. I've been wondering how could I make a good video on Pac-Man that says something that people haven't already said. And I worked on a script. I worked on getting it all put out there and put out into the world. And now I just, I won't get it out on time, so somebody else will probably steal my idea. Which is frustrating to me, right? Like, I gotta get this stuff out on a timely basis, because if I don't, then... well, some other YouTuber might do it, and they might have higher video production. I just want my channel to do well for once. And I figured, well, I have a hot take. I used to work at Namco. I think Namco kind of sort of hates Pac-Man. And it's like, well, nobody's really talking about that. Where's my evidence and where's my proof? And I'm like, it's in the games. And I sat through... I told Casey my idea. Casey said, that's a fantastic idea, but I don't think... she's like, I don't think they hate him. And I'm like, watch this. And I started booting up collection after collection, and after an entire afternoon spent just testing these collections, it was like, oh, no, they absolutely just hate Pac-Man. They're not putting effort in where they should. And it was sad to see, and I was like, that'll be a great video. I've got an opinion on all of these collections. I've got an opinion on Pac-Man. I did a bunch of statistical research, cataloged games, made sure that they were checked which ones were playable and available on modern systems. And now I gotta delay all that hard work because somebody couldn't make a fursuit when it was their job. I was like, what? I don't know. Just a little bit frustrating, to say the least. Alright, there we go. That took way too long. So, welcome back, Liam. Oh, thank you, thank you. Liam, if you missed what I was saying earlier, the beginning of this video was talking about how I've got plurals and whatnot, and then we did some artwork, and then we discussed about some scrapped video things, and talked about how long it's been since I had my main suit head paid off, and that we still don't have it, so... Oh, I'm sure, but, like, getting, I have those Mega Man videos, they're retrospective, they're huge, and I still only got, you know, part of it, like, you know, I got all of it done, and it's just like, and within that time span, 3 people made videos about the same topic, and I feel like I still did mine the best, and it still just has hardly any views compared to the other ones. It's like, kind of defeating, to say the least. Pac-Man Worlds. No, I didn't play Pac-Man Worlds. I did do a stream where we played a few, but I was very exhausted because we were still getting a handle on switching and everything. Highly recommended. Gotcha. We'll have to check it out. Tell the red guy to buy shades. He used to have a pair of shades that looked like Char Aznavour's from Gundam, and they broke. I need to get a new pair. Red actually used to have a pair. It was actually really cool. I liked wearing them too, but yeah. So, well, what else should I say here? With all due respect, you now know where the dragon part of the channel name comes from. You now know why I signed my name like that. You now know what's going on in my head a little bit better. You guys can ask questions. But for me, I think this is where we're gonna end it for today. I hope to see you guys in the Discord afterwards for a little bit of hangout and chat. Discord link in the description below. You can follow me on Twitter at GavinDragonYT. You can also follow me now on Blue Sky. Links will be in the description when I get a chance to put the link there. You can donate to the PayPal link on your screen or in the description below, but all I ask is that you guys drop a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out way more than you'd really think it would. With all that being said, I have been your humble host. Good night, everybody.